Hello YouTube family and friends. So I did record this video already, but it wouldn't upload for some reason, so third time's a charm perhaps. Um, I first recorded YouTube videos, I have 3 of them uploaded a couple months ago when I started selling on eBay and Etsy, and I just haven't uploaded any videos. I just wanted to work on the little business and have some more information to share once I'd made some sales and had a bit of experience. So I have, in the last few months, sold only 3 items on eBay and 33 items on Etsy. Now before I started reselling on Etsy and eBay, for months I was researching every night. I would watch YouTube videos, reselling, thrifting, that type of thing, what things are worth, trends and things like that. So then I did make the leap to open an eBay and Etsy shop. And if you're considering this, be aware that people are always willing and able to give unsolicited advice. A few people have said, "Oh, you're crazy, that's nuts, why would you do that? Why would you want to do something like that at your age?" I'm 53, I don't think I'm ready for the grave yet, although you never know, you could run out today and get hit by a bus. So these videos will also be a bit more personal in that I would like to share, hoping that other people maybe who are in a similar situation may step out of their comfort zone as I have on reselling and uploading YouTube videos. I do have depression and anxiety and several other diagnoses for which I do take medication, and I am sort of an introverted extrovert, I guess, or the other way around. I'm dyslexic as well, can you tell? So without further ado, I do regularly follow 2 YouTubers, resellers, Real Nifty Vintage, Jeffrey, and the Crazy Lamp Lady, Jocelyn, and her partner Drew, and also Jocelyn's bestie, as she calls her, has a channel, a YouTube channel as well, Sumi, who has a lot of great information, especially to do with Japanese and Chinese porcelain, things like that. What I wanted to share as well is, if I am sort of wincing and whining, it's because this last week, on Monday, I do live on Vancouver Island in British Columbia. We had quite a dump of snow, so I was headed to work, and I was rear-ended by a man or a woman in a black pickup truck, and they proceeded to rear-end me and then take off. So I was sore from that, and then 2 days later I was deciding to be nice and helpful at work and was mopping up some of the wet spots on the floor, and I went from standing upright to whomp, fell, hit my head, my shoulder, my hip. Anyway, long story short, I'm in pain. So to proceed, whining is done, aren't you happy? I just wanted to share, so on Etsy right now I do have 193 listings. So what I've been doing is if I make a sale or 2, then I will go turn that profit into going to the thrift store and buying some more inventory. And also through my regular job, full-time job, I had a work bonus for Christmas bonus. So I took that and I reinvested that, went thrifting and bought more items. So that is how I was able to get up to 193 items. Now what I'm finding I'm doing is I'm not listing for as high as I see some others listing because I'm just starting out. I need to build my business, so especially on reselling platforms like Etsy, it's important to get positive feedback for your shop. Then people who are going through and looking, they can see that there are positive comments and there's a 5-star rating system, which I have received a few of those. I'm very happy about that. One of the cute little stories from Etsy is one lady bought a gravy boat, and so I shipped it out to the US, and last week she sent me a photo of her mom holding the gravy boat. It was a gift for her mom, and her mom was so excited. She wasn't aware this gravy boat was part of the set. And apparently in the US, in some states, they sold these porcelain china pieces at movie theaters. And she asked if I had bought it at a movie theater years ago, and I said no, I bought it at a local thrift store on Vancouver Island. So I thought that was I just enjoy those stories. It's so much fun, and it warms my heart that someone has a piece that they didn't even know they were waiting for, perhaps. So So I wanted to share a few things I have found recently that are on sale, listed in my Etsy shop. My Etsy shop, if you would like to visit it, is called This Gypsy Chick. And if you do like this video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I do have 4 subscribers. I'm very excited about that. And if I share anything and I'm incorrect, please comment below in a positive way, informative, teaching way. And if you have any further information about things I've purchased or have any questions, please feel free to comment and message me. Thank you. So first of all, for $4, I found this lovely Satsuma style ginger jar with the flowers and the butterflies and the geisha ladies there. And it's just beautiful. It does say made in China, Satsuma. From what I understand, for listing purposes, this is Satsuma style. Since it's not made in Japan, it's made in China. The actual Satsuma is Japanese. So I do have that listed as well. And I do have a variety of listings because I don't just look at things and think, oh, that's something I'd like to have in my home. It would sell, it would be popular. So this is not something I would typically have in my home. It is a Day of the Dead figurine in this redware pottery from Mexico. So this lovely lady is also listed in my Etsy shop. I have started to look at listing different types of artwork. Some known artists, some unknown, but it's a very wide field and it can be very dicey if you don't know what you're doing, or if you put some wording in there that will allude to it's a priceless work of art or it's a genuine painting, original painting. I do also watch, and I suggest if you start listing any type of artwork on any reselling platforms, that you check out on YouTube Dr. Lori, Lori. She is an antiques expert, vintage expert as well. She's very informative, but she's very funny. It's hilarious. So I find her very interesting. I watch her a lot, along with Sumi, the Crazy Lamp Lady, and Real Nifty Vintage. They have a lot of good tips as well. I did find a Bev Doolittle horse print, a little print that was in a mat that I bought at a thrift store for $5. And I think it was within a week someone bought that for $29, so I shipped that off. And in my Etsy shop as well, I have this little Sue Coleman framed print, and that is listed in my Etsy shop as well. And I just find a variety of things at thrift stores that are really unique. This is called Snaps and Scraps. It's from, I believe, the 40s. And you can see on here the cover. It is a lovely tooled leather cover of a scrapbook. So it has the old style black album pages where you put in the little corners and mount the photos that way. And then halfway through is the scrapbook portion. And it's just beautiful, lace bound. It's never been used. That's also listed in my Etsy shop as well. And I did pick up this heartwarming little print. No, it is Polish in origin, from the 1920s. So once again, it's not an original, of course. And it is entitled, oh sorry, I forget, The Angelus, Angelus. And it is 2 Polish potato farmers praying for their potato crop. Oh, and I did find this as well. This was in it was in an antique mall. So still check out antique malls. Sometimes you can find bargains. So this is from, Hollowhausen, Hungary. And it is black and white with gold trim on the sides and the rim. It's 4 different images on each side. And I have seen this listed on eBay, sold, and WorthPoint for up to anywhere from $100 to $170. I do currently have it listed in my Etsy shop for under $100. Yeah, so if you'd like to check that out, feel free. I do subscribe to WorthPoint. What that is it has a price guide, and you can do searches, and you can do mark searches for porcelain and plates, things like that. It is $29 US a month, but it does go back, I believe, 6 years, and it gives you the sold prices on eBay and Etsy and other platforms. And the eBay sold platforms are helpful, but they go back, I believe, only about 6 months. So one other item I would like to share, or items, is please, if you are thrifting or going to estate sales, check out brooches and pins. Quite often they are overlooked by the staff or the resellers because they're seen as vintage or old lady things or outdated. People won't really be wearing them. And if they may buy them to wear them or for their collection. Now, I did see this lovely brooch here at the bottom. Now that is a Swarovski, as some of you may recognize, moth brooch that's retired. I bought that at a thrift store for $3. I've seen it go for as high as $175 on eBay. It does have a small flaw, a small nick in one of the wings, clear wings at the top in the middle. So I do have it listed at quite a discounted sale price in my Etsy shop. Another thing I saw was this lovely, I recognize this on site because I've been doing a lot of research. It's a Dorlan, D''ORLAN, fish brooch, blue and green enamel with gold and Swarovski crystals. That again I bought at a thrift store for $3, and I've seen those listed for anywhere from $60 to $100 on eBay and Etsy. So once again, I think it is worth it to have an open mind with things that you may think are outdated, or that if it's at the thrift store and it's in the cheap area, not in the glass cases, that you wouldn't be able to find a bargain. But I have found sterling silver earrings, and as I said, these signed brooches, which can fetch some fairly good money. So I think it will end it there. I just wanted to touch base and say thank you to my 4 subscribers and to all who watch and share. And please feel free to leave comments and constructive comments below. Thank you. Make it a great day.